We'll return it, but not yet.
Jared.
Before you say anything, I know you must have questions.
No, you don't get to talk.
Alex, let's just try to keep calm.
Do you have any idea who you're dealing with here?
Look, I know we've had our differences.
Differences? You manipulated my daughter and tried to take advantage of her.
And then threaten my son with a lawsuit for assaulting you.
Why can't you leave our family alone?
Alex, we can explain.
Oh yeah, you have a lot of explaining to do, Amy, if that's even your real name. So, you took some random person's baby, joined the same parents group, and pretended to befriend us.
Okay, maybe we didn't go about things in the best way.
We trusted you and let you into our home.
I understand that you're upset.
If you think this is upset, you clearly don't know me at all.
Well, we're waiting for your explanation.
Well, I suppose you're relieved that May's true colors have been revealed. I've had a talk with her and she admitted to spreading falsehoods about you, about your relationship with me, and etc.
I'm so glad we got to sort this out.
So am I, Mandy.
Thanks so much for your support. It really means a lot.
But let me just say that I'm not pleased about the time wasted on this.
It's May's fault. She had it out for me since the beginning.
I would have hoped that by now you can see that it doesn't matter whose fault it is or who started it for that matter. This is a law firm, a place of business. Your petty primary school fees have no place here.
I understand. I'm sorry.
Now that this problem is resolved, we can focus on what is actually important, our work.
Yes, of course.
You were doing so well before you got distracted by this thing with May. I would like to see that continue.
I won't let you down.
Good.
Why the need to even go behind our back just to get all this information?
The original plan was just to get to know Alex a bit better.
I knew it. I knew it was always going to be about revenge. Isn't that why I told you? After Michael scared him off, that it wouldn't be the last time that we hear from this joker. I should report the two of you to the police right now.
And what are you going to tell them, Alex? That a young lady tried to befriend you?
Said she conned herself into my home and stole our property.
I didn't steal your stuff. I only borrowed it, okay? I never planned on taking it. I didn't even know what was in it. The evidence was just too good to pass up.
Evidence?
You know what? Do your worst. I promise you, you'll be hearing from the police and our lawyer.
Now hang on, Alex. Don't you even want to know what we've been looking into?
What's the point? Whatever it is, it can't be good. Let's go, Christine.
Ignorance is bliss, I suppose.
You know what?
I'd be careful if I were you, Alex. Assault me, end up in jail again, and you might just never get to know the truth.
Alex, I think we should hear him out.
Brayden, come and eat.宝贝.
Aiyo. What kind of music is that? Like people being tortured.
What was that you were listening to, Brayden?
This new band.
Cool. When I was your age, I was also into rock music.
It's not rock music. It's called post-hardcore.
Post what?
Screaming and shouting all the time. How do you know what the fella is singing? Maybe he's talking nonsense? You also don't know.
Yeah, sounds so scary. What if they teach Brayden to do bad things?
What's the name of the band?
You wouldn't have heard of them even if I told you.
Next time, please try not to put your drink so close to your laptop, okay?
I already told you it's that May's fault. Where was I? Oh, all right. So when it was May's turn to present, I made sure her conversation with Andre was in the active window.
Uh-huh.
Everyone, including Noah, saw and actually had my name. Now everyone knows she's just lying to discredit me. She's the real bully, not me.
Cool. Anyway, your laptop's okay. Just had to remove the keycaps and let it dry.
Thanks. Wait a minute.
Oh, those are confidential.
No, I think I saw my friend's name. Tobias Oliver Lewis. Are those internship applications?
Yeah, the HR system is down, so I have to enter them manually.
Is Tobias applying for an internship here?
Let me know if there's any other issues.
And when I saw on the news that Elizabeth Pang had been sentenced to jail, the name rang a bell.
And you just so happen to have all your old notes from when you were working with Suguna. That's convenient.
A few months back, I broke up with my fiancée. I was clearing my things in her house, and that's when I found my old notebooks. It turns out that Suguna had been looking into both Elizabeth Pang and Jessica Shelley.
So, she used to write exposés like that all the time.
You have no idea the kind of people they are, do you?
They were running a vice ring, providing rich men with young escorts. Jessica Shelley is actually still on the run with her partner. They were also involved in a big organ trafficking scandal.
I'm still waiting for you to tell me what this has to do with Suguna.
Wait, if Elizabeth Pang has been sentenced, this case is done and dusted, right?
That's the thing. Looking into Suguna's research, we find that the rabbit hole goes deeper than she thought. But she passed on before she could finish her work.
So what, now you want to assume the mantle? How noble of you.
Exactly. I intend to finish what she started.
But why won't Tobias tell me if he's applying? He knows I'm interning here.
No comment.
Come on, Nixon. I promise I won't tell anyone you told me.
I heard from Noah that they are putting a team together to go for some overseas opportunity.
What?
The current interns are busy with work here and he wants to hire more.
The one in Hong Kong? That's the exact same opportunity Tobias convinced me to turn down, and now he's applying?
You didn't hear from me, huh?
As an intern, Suguna didn't share with me much back then. But I knew she was onto something big, for sure.
Sorry, so what is Amy's involvement in all this?
Jared and I are actually...
She's assisting me with research for the case. I do apologize on her behalf for going behind your back to get what we needed. I wasn't exactly in a position to come knock at your door and ask.
You got that right.
I hope you understand that I'm doing this for the victims. They are the ones who deserve justice most of all.
Oh, so now you fancy yourself as a social justice warrior?
I've made mistakes in my life. I guess I'm just trying to make amends for it. Look, I know you don't have any reason to trust me, but I'm just going to ask you to do so anyway.
Okay. I'm intrigued.
I feel much better knowing that I have your support, Alex.
That's not exactly what I said. Why don't you tell me first what your plans are?
Fair enough.
I suppose you're planning to write up an article and publish it.
The media landscape is complicated. Most publications, they won't take on a subject this contentious.
That's why we're thinking of doing a podcast.
It's the perfect medium. True crime podcasts are trending now. And when we're ready, we'll release our podcast. And these bad guys, they won't have anywhere to hide.
It's about getting the word out to as many people as possible. A podcast also makes it easier to share as well.
And let me guess, the two of you become the heroes? Is that it?
In case we weren't clear, this is not about us.
Oh, I see.
It's about finishing what Suguna started.
You know what? As far as I'm concerned, Suguna was probably doing what she thought was right.
What happens if these bad guys decide to come after us? Did you ever think about that?
Jared, I may not trust you, but I trust Suguna. Do what needs to be done.
If you like music, you should come with me to my grassroots event. They are having a Chinese orchestra performance.
You really think Brayden will want to listen to Chinese orchestra?
Chinese orchestra is real music. Brayden, not like your noise. Once you listen, you will sure appreciate.
I'm going to my room.
You all don't know how to appreciate your own culture.
Eh? Flaming Nuggets!
You know the Flaming Nuggets?
Of course!
That's the name of the band?
In lower sec, I was super into them as well. I even got caught by my discipline master because I tried to bleach my fringe just to look like them.
Awesome!
Please don't get any ideas, Brayden.
I took my mother's eyeliner, and during the school holidays, I went to pierce my ear.
Wow. Do you have any photos of this emo Benny?
It's not emo Benny, okay? It's cool Benny.
You're really super cool, Uncle Benny.
Come, I show my Flaming Nuggets t-shirt.
I can't believe you applied there, especially after convincing me not to take up the opportunity. So that's why you told me not to take it up. You wanted it for yourself.
Firstly, I only applied because Noah invited me to apply. He said he was looking for more interns. Secondly, I convinced you not to go to that overseas thing because you were putting too much pressure on yourself and you were stressing yourself out.
Oh, and you just so happened to apply just after telling me to take it easy? How convenient!
I was just looking out for you. Isn't that what friends do?
With friends like that, who needs enemies? Seriously.
Friends also definitely don't just throw crazy accusations because they had a bad day and are just looking for a punching bag.
Daddy?
Hey, dude, I was reading up on your Flaming Nuggets. It was the first time I heard of this term, straight edge. It means they refrain from using alcohol, tobacco, and recreational drugs. That's good.
What did you tell Miss Ortega? Why must you get her involved? She messaged me and wanted to talk to me about it.
I didn't get her involved. I was just asking her about what to do since you were the one being bullied.
But I don't want her to know about it. In the first place, all this happened because of the video I made about her.
I know, but she cares about you. We all do, that's why...
I don't care. If people see me outside with her, it'll be even worse.
I was just trying to help.
I didn't ask for your help. Just let me handle this on my own, okay?
Thanks, I guess. Now I know what you really think of me.
You didn't even tell me you applied there.
How could I? Every time you meet, you just go on and on about May and Noah and the internship.
So it's my fault?
And you've been avoiding me. FYI, I bumped into Noah while doing flight deliveries. And he asked me to apply.
That's random.
What? I'm too dumb to become some atas law intern just because I'm doing flight deliveries?
I didn't say that.
Yeah, whatever. Anyways, you'll be pleased to know that, yeah, I applied to Noah's firm. But I also applied to a few others as well. And now I'm on a second round interview with one of them.
Which one is that?
So no, I'm not gunning for your precious overseas opportunity. It's all yours. I need to get back to work.
Please tell me your podcast isn't going to include details about our family.
A lot of that is just background knowledge.
Whose?
It's been so many years since Suguna was looking into the case. What more is there to find out?
Alex, you're okay with them broadcasting all the details about our family again?
We're still in the process of gathering all the facts together.
What you've provided has been very helpful, actually.
Have you forgotten how tough it was for Mandy and Damien when Michael absconded? Are you sure you're okay with them digging all this up again?
I didn't say that.
Just for the sake of your little publicity stunt.
You have my word. It's only going to be information that is relevant to Suguna's work.
I mean, if Suguna was working on something that could benefit someone now, I guess...
Just to be clear, we are releasing this podcast with or without your support.
We won't hesitate to take you to court.
We've got lawyers. The information that we've gathered is information that is already available in the public domain, so I think we're good.
Alex, are you absolutely sure about this?
I mean, it would be good to have your support, but I can't say we really need it.
All I know is whatever Suguna was working on, if it really was big, it would be a shame if it didn't see the light of day.
It has been so many years. Would it even still be relevant?
I understand you're concerned about your family, but Jared really knows what he's doing. His priority is continuing Suguna's legacy.
Why are you even talking to me? Do you know what kind of man you're dealing with? He tried to groom our daughter, force her into a controlling relationship.
I know about Arasi, actually. And all the other girls as well.
So you're okay to be the next victim on his list. Good for you.
I've changed. Amy knows that. I went to therapy and I learned that the relationship I had with my fiancé was an unhealthy one. So I ended it.
Talk is cheap. People don't change.
I wonder if your dear husband would beg to differ. Are people capable of change, Alex? I mean, you came out of prison a changed man, didn't you? Let's not split hairs. I'm doing this as a passion project, doing what Suguna inspired me to do all those years ago, to uncover the truth.
And if we catch some bad guys along the way, it's a bonus.
Okay, so why don't you tell me what you know so far?
We know that Suguna had enough evidence to expose the sugar baby vice ring. But something, or rather someone, stopped her. And that fella goes by the name of Dr. Richard Tan.
Brayden, can we talk? I just want to apologize. All I wanted was just to try to prevent Brayden from enjoying what he went through when I was his age.
Excuse me. Are you Ma? Meddling, thinking you know best, assuming your way is the right way. Sound familiar?
I am Ma.
Better Ma than Ba.
Good point.
God. Brayden says he wants to handle it on his own. So why not let's just respect his choice? At least for now.
According to Suguna's notes, she met up with Richard Tan quite often. In fact, I recall she spoke quite fondly of him.
He was very into Chinese tea. They would often meet at one of his favorite tea houses for meetings.
Wait, so she met up with him even though she knew that he was connected with Jessica Shelley?
Either it was an exercise in fact-finding, or maybe she just saw a friend in him. Can't really say.
Did Suguna ever mention about all these meetings?
Chinese tea houses? I don't really recall.
They even met up at a hotel quite a few times.
Probably the same one where sugar babies would meet their clients.
That isn't entirely clear. Those meetings could have just been between her and Richard Tan.
What exactly are you saying?
All I have here are facts. Look, here's another one. She had a draft ready to be sent to her editor. The first of the series of exposés, but she canned it at the last minute after one such meeting at the hotel.
Was it for her safety or?
Hard to say. But this Richard Tan, he must have been very convincing.
Suguna would never back down like that. She had a strong sense of justice.
Unless emotions were clouding her judgment. What?
We don't know that Suguna had an affair.
We don't know that she didn't.
But you're ruining his memory of his wife. It's cruel.
I'm just priming him for what's to come.
But we have no proof. The only person who can confirm Richard Tan himself is still on the run.
Amy, it's still early days for the podcast. We don't know what we might uncover. Look, what did I tell you when we first started? If you want to be in this business, you can't be afraid to step on people's toes.
I'm just not comfortable.
Just stick to the plan and everything will be.
Don't think I don't know what you're trying to do. All this crap about Suguna's legacy, uncovering the truth. At the end of the day, you're nothing more than a gossip monger trying to make a quick buck.
You're certainly entitled to your own opinion.
I'm warning you. Defame Suguna in your ridiculous podcast and we'll sue you.
I think there's a pretty high bar for defamation, but I'd rather let the audience draw their own conclusion.
He's right. There's nothing we can do if he doesn't say anything explicit.
We'll just find a way.
So darling, I'm here to stay. Don't really care what they say. In time to build up.
Wait, have you and Dr. Tay settled on a date yet? Isn't it a bit early?
This must be the wedding of the year, Rose. I'm not leaving anything to chance.
You do know Harish and I are getting married as well, right?
Or I could go with the mermaid cut to show off the other curves.
You do realize most of these women modeling the gowns are in their 20s, right?
I'm also torn between the lace applique and the more delicate French lace, but there's so much more visual impact with the applique.
Shouldn't you be looking for something a little more mature or at least modest?